Hey everyone, it's Tyler Beast and Woodspoonie here. This is NBA2k25 on 2K Sports. Hey folks, it's another NBA 2K25 on 2K Sports. And we are ready for game number 2 of this matchup of the season. The next one where we are seeing things, it's the Toronto Raptors, and they are facing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, to talk about it for the last part of the game, we've seen things that Minnesota Timberwolves were not always completable, but this one was a way off on the mark that they have ever been playing and accomplishing it for the last part of the single digits. As for the Toronto Raptors on the other side, this one was given a 1 out on the angle, and it was not really easy enough to play against the other team. They lost last time for the last part of the season against the Memphis Grizzlies, but we are not even sure what to configure if there is another change-up, if there is anything in between. So there's going to be only another chance here. So we don't know what will happen with the Raptors if are they going to get back into this game. Will this be another close call, or will this be another loss? Well, there's another way that we are looking for, and I know you're going to be finding something out, but this is what they are really going to get. Because all games happen, they're not really always impossible enough to do this thing well. So they already lost against the Memphis Grizzlies the last time they were already here. And this one wasn't really easy enough to make the win out of it for the Raptors to pick up. This was giving it a little bit of hard, rough angle to show them how it's done for the first game. So we don't know if anything has changed. So at that point, there's going to be one take here for Toronto Raptors, and with the other team, Minnesota Timberwolves. They already won against them Orlando Magic at Amway Center, which now uses to be rephrased to the Kia Court Center as right in Orlando, Florida. This one was the biggest part of the game here. What do you think of how they're going to do? Well, without Karl-Anthony Towns, I know it's going to be really hard to let them do for anything. But all that happens now, the only one that we have is Anthony Edwards. And he is looking very calmly and getting things all settled up in between. So I'm hoping there is a great matchups in between. So hopefully, without Karl-Anthony Towns, I think Rudy Gobert is going to let a handle and fly. Well, that's it for the good on occasion, so we'll see what goes happening. What's your pick here, there, Woodspoonie? I don't know. Going to get the same Minnesota. They're going to do it again after me. So let's hope it is the best. And right now, let's get this thing started off here. That was a pregame of the predictable matchups. Let's have a look for the starting lineups between Toronto Raptors and the Wolves. The starting head coach for the Raptors is Darko Rajovic. As we have is Davion Mitchell, Grady Dick, R.J. Barrett, Okechi Abigail Agbaji, and Jacob Portal. And for the other side, for the Minnesota Wolves, the starting head coach is Chris Finch, with Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, J.D. McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert, the title man and center. And now let's get things on the way. Standing by, I have one of our next commentaries that will be kicking it off from here. I have across is Son of Feast. He's along with the other crews as well. As we do have another occasion that we are putting things on. Of course, it's Nickel and the third commentary of the crew. All calls for, you know the name. I know what you're thinking now. We are bringing things in. It's going to be a great one to have. It's Ultra Beast. And the center court, I have it across, is David Aldridge for tonight's game. We'll see you all later for the post-game show right after this. Enjoy, everybody. And these are your lineups here. Anthony Edwards and the crew. And stick around. We got a tip-off coming up next. Welcome everyone on 2K Sports. I am Son of Beast and I am here with my broadcasting partner with Nickel and Ultra Beast. Tonight's matchup is the East versus the West as the Toronto Raptors take on against the Timberwolves. In the starting group we have is Mike Conley, then it's Davion Mitchell, Brady Dick is on Anthony Edwards. Then with our tall matchups, Jacob Portal against Rudy Gobert. With our great ones to take here is Darko Yarkovich. He's been starting with his head coach in between. Hasn't been really able to keep it in there after Nick Nurse has been finishing off his season. But this time, he is about to see what he can do. Just playable, I know it does happen, but it doesn't really mean that he had really changed everything. But this might be what the comfortable is. I say now, let's see what they can do. So the feelings are set and we are ready to go. As Mitchell starts things off, that rebound will put in for Julius Randle. After playing with the New York Knicks, he has now been transferred over to Minnesota, and his definite entire season for New York has been a finished one because his trading contract has put in with the team. Yes, definitely understanding, but I was really sure that Julius Randle is one of a better position offense. We're really sure we're happy enough to have him documented here after playing with the New York Knicks, but now he's really wanting to see what he can do to get there. Edwards, great layup. He will have the first two-pointer for Anthony Edwards after Conley with the assist. That one's going to start things off. Edwards, what do you got? Mitchell passes over to Dick for three, and he will have the first one in. And this one was the first three-pointer for the Toronto Raptors. Changing thing in there, and there wasn't really a chance opportunity play after they had the loss against the other team of the Memphis Grizzlies. This was really a hard confidence in their teams and their better beings. But sometimes it doesn't really happen. Most of them, I don't know, it's going to keep on going. Here's Randle right inside of the zone. He is up and away, and he got tripped up, but no foul given on Toronto. And Mitchell will have it across the other way. Cut into the zone for the two. A great rebound as Conley picks it up. Conley from outside, he has it again to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert finds again to Julius Randle. Randle, step up for two. Layup, good. Julius Randle with his first two-pointer of the game. It's now a 4-3 game as they're up by one. Seriously though, I say that Julius Randle must have had a great response. Ever doesn't change anything. I just really say that how comfortable it is. What do you got to share? There's more than one thing you can ask for. Just what they are expecting to say that Julius Randle is a better key to the game. With a two, he goes up and he misses again. Nice D by McDaniels as Gobert with the rebound. And here's Conley, giving again to Gobert. Gobert finds a pass back to Conley. Conley, give an overhead pass to Gobert. Gobert, watching it in. Two, it's good. Rudy Gobert with a two-pointer in the game. They're up by three. Changing resemblance, it's just what you gotta do. Play it like you can. That's another Rudy Gobert takeoff. And Barrett slams it down right into the paint. He has another two-pointer to give it off, and this one goes back down by one. We've seen him before, and he loves being here with the Toronto Raptors. But the New York, they were making a good thank you moments to the New York Knicks fans. We really appreciate everyone who has been here with us, and we can't lose your support. Yeah, it's definitely kind of sad to hear, but hey, we've got a great one to have you with us today. Hopefully, you might keep it on believing, and you believe that R.J. Barrett, one of the greats. Here's Stick. Anthony Edwards on the cover. And the pass back to Mitchell. Mitchell. From the outside of the wing, he slides back. Finds again to R.J. Barrett. Screen on Jacob Porto. And he will have to get a legal screen. And an offensive foul is picked up on Toronto. Just 3:27 left to go in the first. We have a new line change-up for the Raptors and for the Wolves. Three players come off the court as Battle, Bernardo, and Shed are checked in. For the Wolves, Conley's out. Dante DiVincenzo is checked in. Here's the start for Dante DiVincenzo with the Wolves. Has a pass again to Dante DiVincenzo. He has to give it again to Edwards. Here's the cut. In motion! Oh, he lost the dunk, and it goes back the other way to the Raptors. Oh, no. How did this happen? This really is letting someone go flying by. I was going to oh my goodness. He lost that dunk. Can't believe it. Here's the takeoff. With a step back, it's good for Shed. He has his first bucket appearance to put up a 1-point lead over the Wolves. Here's Edwards. The chance over now finding Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, the swing off to McDaniels. McDaniels making a new change-off. And a pass over. Inside the middle, Randall, it's good. He has another 2-point drive. And that one will give him another 2-point bucket assisted by McDaniels. Here's Shed. Cutting motion. On the defensive breakdown. Shed with a jam down and dunk in the paint. Now they're going back and back again. Yeah, this is a really bad idea. I mean, nobody's covering the man at all. The screen is rejected. Edwards, the pass off to McDaniels. Goes back again to Randall. And here's DiVincenzo. He goes right over it again to McDaniels. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the first. Step up for 2. Grab it back. Fades. Looks to Gobert. Up again and good. That goes to McDaniels with the assist. Rudy Gobert with 4 points. On a big effort doesn't really change it off. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. You got to play it like you did. The screen is rejected. Here's a chance for Shed, and he's fouled. And that will be Dante DiVincenzo with his first personal foul on the Wolves. They're in the 92nd mark in the first as they have their first team foul. First personal foul. Raptors will be shooting their first free throw at the free throw line, shooting 2. Free throw. And a new group substitution, as right now number 25 is Boucher's on the court. Across to the other angle, we do have another one to take in, as all 4 other players are checked out. We have Joe Ingles. Then it's Naz Reid. And from here, we've got great ones to have. It's Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker, one of my favorite here, and playing it for a secondary lineup, he is really like a hard key to get in. But to remember this is what he has been doing for every game in between. Pretty sure enough he's going to do it for more. Here's Reed on the other side in the zone against Fernando. Back to Ingles. And he will have it again to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo and Ingles for the 3. Got it to go. He got the first 3-pointer as they have it up in the lead. They're up by 2. Joe Ingles. He's powerful on that, bro. Yeah, I've got a feeling for now. Joe Ingles is really like keeping it in here, just like you do. You can bring it, but you can't take him out. Boucher against Ingles. With the step back for the 2. Solid D by Joe Ingles as Alexander Walker with the rebound. Alexander Walker right in the middle against, and he has the pass back to Ingles. Here's the cut. In the motion, Alexander Walker. He got it in. He has his first bucket. Great appearances to have another pass over for the Minnesota Wolves. We're under 40 seconds in the first quarter. Here's Shed. A chance in play. The cut inbound. Layup. Good for Shed. He has another 2-pointer releasement, and it now has 4 points in the game. Under 25 seconds left. Here's Naz Reid. Pass it again to Alexander Walker. Joe Ingles is from the corner. Boucher on the cover. Decided to go over to DiVincenzo. Looks it over. Anthony Edwards for 3. Got it to go. Another 3-pointer downtown. He has another 3-point conversion for the Wolves. Pick up in. There's one way to the other. And that misses the 3-pointer at the buzz meter. Timberwolves up by 5. It's an 18-13 lead. And we are sent down to the second quarter when we come back after the break. Great start in between, but we'll find out who takes here. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a second quarter coming up for you. It is a great start for the Minnesota Wolves 18-13 lead. And a little bit of a takeover here, guys, of how they did here so far in the first quarter. Well, I gotta say now that the Wolves are definitely starting things off on a strong season. And it doesn't really take off the most momentum of the game. And after the opening night, now they have their team over here in the other section of game number 2. We're really seeing things right along the game. I'm pretty sure that there was a great chance of opportunity range and they're really trying to work it up. But I don't know what's going to keep on happening, but that might change up what they have been doing. So hopefully they can do it again. For the start of the group, we have is Dante DiVincenzo. He's with Joe Ingles. Then it's Nas Reed from the center. And we've got it across the key as we have Alexander Walker and Mike Conley in point guard. Here's Conley, the cut up for two. Another miss by the Wolves. On the other team, we've got Mitchell. Then it's Chris Boucher. Running the outside of the corner is Magbu. Then it's Battle right from the outside of the range. Boucher on Reed. Magbu got inbound. Drive. It's good. Magbu with his first bucket of the night after Boucher with the assist. Think about it this way. When you know that when you're playing it for the Timberwolves, you got to have a smart play. That reaction is timed quick. We're really sure enough to have that one great look of it in between of it. Got in motion. Here's the alley-oop. And this one will have to give a bad rejection on the pass. Here's DiVincenzo for the two. And he will take it in. Dante DiVincenzo with his first 2-point bucket appearances. And it's Alexander Walker with the assist. Just really got us playing some more key out there. Mitchell passes to Magbu. Ingles on him. The pass back to Barrett. Mitchell against Conley. Here's the cut for the two. Another miss by Toronto. Reed has picked up his second rebound of the night with 5:09 to go. And he has it again, Alexander Walker. Here's the pass to Reed. Up and away. Got it through. Nice Reed with his first bucket. Great pass. That's Alexander Walker with the assist. Here's the confidence out there. Playing it for so long, we're really happy to have him. Reporter for David Aldridge as Karabatovich has never been head coaching with his team since he hasn't been able to keep his high contract here as we're looking for a new head coach replacement. This is along the team as he's really been stepping things up. He hasn't been playing it since the assistant head coach, but he now wants to refuse to be the head coach of the night to give this thing off to a start. Sometimes you don't play effort, and this is what they don't do to get it off that quick. Mike Conley can't believe the layup that's put it up in there. He has two. Here's Mitchell losing the effort, and he will get it in. That's Mitchell with another 2-pointer. Now Conley will have this on swing time again to Ingles. 4 minutes left in the first half of the game. Here's another take for Dante DiVincenzo. Teams with no timeouts in between as Ingles is trying to battle again. Conley, the cut in motion. He will try to give off to Ingles. Here's the range for the two for Alexander Walker. Down to the go. Beat the shot clock violation as Walker's got 4. Really see the arm key? That's what Alexander Walker was really trying to shoot it time-wise. But this really is going to let him make him score big here. Here's Barrett for the two. A solid team performance by Joe Ingles as he has his own rebound. Here's a chance. Mike Conley for the finish. He does it again. Mike Conley has 4 points in the game after Joe Ingles with the assist. Hey, there's enough confidence out there. Mike Conley with more. And Mitchell nowhere to get through as he enters in to drive in the paint. Another defensive breakdown on Minnesota. You know, you don't play Minnesota team, you don't play defense. This is the problem that's causing in there. And Chris Finch knew he had to work on it properly to time it right. Conley defining the pass again to Nas Reed. And over to Redondo. Nice take here by Boucher as he with an effort on its defensive rebound. And here's the number 1 for on the other side of it. RJ Barrett covered up by Dante DiVincenzo. And he's up again. Terrific solid D, but there is a violation that will count the bucket for the pickup for the Raptors as Ron Nas Reed at goaltending. Not really taking in there. Not much speed you do. You can't make him in there. If he had a goaltending, the timing is way off. Don't let him take away from it. After a new group substitution, McDaniels is back on the court. He's with Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert in center. Here's McDaniels as he will try to leave it off the mark to Gobert. Randle. Playoff! and good. Julius Randle with 6 points in the game after McDaniels with the assist. Look at me now, Randle. That really is laying that one goal in reverse. Really playing up the hurricane. 2 minutes remaining in the first half of the game. Ibaki right on McDaniels. Trying to watch him down with the tape. Step back for 2. That rolls in and out as Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here's another one to Conley. Offense to Julius Randle. A pickoff. Solid D by Mabu. Raptors trailing by 9. Alexander Walker. RJ Barrett. Nice take on as Gobert with the rebound. So far, it's coming in clean as we got a halftime show coming up for you. We have Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaq O'Neal. We're the better playing bounty, the ups and downs in between by the Timberwolves and the Toronto Raptors. There's a big on-chain effort. We're sure enough to see what goes in. We got another take on by. Now we all here coming up on 2K Sports. Here's Alexander Walker as he will have it over again to Rudy Gobert. Here's the drive over point bucket one. Rudy Gobert enters the attacking calls. He's been knocking it out. Oh, don't really have to play it that way. If Rudy Gobert knew it, he had to play it that way. And watch what happened now. That one was given to Rudy Gobert. That one was an excellent take. He's been looking like he's comfortable without Karl Anthony Towns. That's going to bring him really well on the floor. And Rudy Gobert, he's at the free throw line, shooting one with under a minute to go in the first half. Gobert, it's the free throw. Here's Shed. Only had 2 points in this game, he had 4. Conley watching on him. Here's the cut, the takeoff. Solid, terrific team by Anthony Edwards as Rudy Gobert adds another rebound. And Conley enters in his zone, deciding to give it to Rudy Gobert. The switch off back to Conley. Julius Randle from the outside of the zone. He has it over back again to Conley. Trying to make a floppy step motion. Here's the McDaniels. And it's off the rim. Last possession for the Raptors before halftime. Here's Abigail. Ibaki. Fernando. Will fire that one in with that one-hand dunk down. And Collins the other way. And this will do. That ends the first half, 33-23. Tight score game here, but we really are seeing things ahead. I'm sure there will be, but there might be Raptors coming back in. And a chance now to send you over to halftime show. We'll see you later after this. And now, the 2K Sports halftime show. Alrighty guys, I hope this one is enjoyable for the first half. Let's have a look here. For the Raptors, they're changing things off, but the Timberwolves have been a one better takeoff. Rudy Gobert and the team are stepping things up. We really are happy to have that one in there. What do you think of this one, Woodspinny? Change off is really incredible. I was really sure enough that the Wolves are doing their much-owned habit, and they really are picking things up here on the floor. Just keeping it on in here, riding along with you can. And now for your take here for the Timberwolves, they really are letting it go fly down. How did that happen? Well, it seems like the Toronto Raptors really are trying to go in for the in-between. Maybe there's a better chance and opportunity play. But we may not be noticing what's going to keep on going. If there is another great takeoff in, we're going to see what goes on with the next one. And that's going to wrap it up here, folks. So sorry we just couldn't get there with the in-between end time, but we will have more next time. But we'll see you all later for the post-game show. Thanks for watching the halftime show. Let's get back in the game. We welcome you back at Target Center as we're ready to kick off the second half. 33-23 is your score. Let's see how they done. Conley's team is ready to go as we have the starting field matchups presented by Gatorade. Conley is with Anthony Edwards. Rudy Gobert is in center. And Shaden McDaniels on a small forward. And Julius Randle from point forward. Edwards finding again to Conley. A change off. 3 for Edwards. The rebound puts in for Rudy Gobert. Step up. Oh, he never had that piece again. Rudy Gobert with the layup. Oh, this is really like getting a battle back. Not really what you're doing it for. I don't know what's going to keep on changing. There's Mitchell. He's on Conley. The pass over again to Ibaka. The screen on Portal. And he's fouled. That picks up on Rudy Gobert. That will be his first personal and their first team foul for Minnesota. You know, that can't change that happen because he would almost reject that, but he was too soon to get that one rejected out. He's not playing it so well, he can't be letting it go flopping down. The Raptors will have their second chance free throw opportunity line as Ibaki's at the free throw line. 1 out of 2 trips right now, and we are still looking to see how many free throws we've got here so far. Ibaka hits the first free throw. You know, I know that Ibaka really had it all, but sometimes the name is confusion. You have to name it Ibaka. That's why you have to know it's a silent J. For those of you out there, I know it's kind of hard, especially with mine. I just really have to say it's hard with the confusion. All but a referee now, I mean, you know how it changes. Depends on what he was really been playing it off for. But Ibaka, he's his first start of the game, and he's been playing it for, he's been drafted, he's ready to see what he can do. Let's see if he can take more in time. As for Gobert, right for the center, gives another one to Julius Randle. The pass over again to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards gives again to Conley. Conley watching in. Conley stepping bound for the layup. He got it in. Conley with 6 points in the game. And he's on the breakout smoke effort. Here's another one. And he's up and got it away from Rudy Gobert. Mitchell slams it down as they're back down by 10. Oh, keep your guts out in the late game. They're letting it out at that point. They cannot let them defeat. Conley goes right back to Edwards from outside of his own. Edwards gives again to McDaniels. McDaniels. Then slide back to Edwards for the 3. Cushion money flow. Anthony Edwards with another 3-pointer. That's 8 points for the Edwards as they extend it up by 13. They really are noticing how this is going to change out. They really are flying back and forth. Ibaka again. Layup. No good. Rudy Gobert with his 7th rebound appearance. He's doing more than he has. Under 5 minutes left to remain in the third quarter. Here's a pass to Conley. Here's the alley-oop. And he took it in. What an opportunity range from Conley to Gobert. Awesome play. Oh, there was one way. We are so desesperated. I know what happened now. Rudy Gobert. Slam it down again. Off again to Barrett. And this one goes right out of the way. And this one rebounds it in the corner. Here's Ibaka for the 2. And he got it in front of glass board. And he has another bucket. 42-29 is his score. Conley looking his way across. And he now has it again to Rudy Gobert. He decided to give and go again. Decided to go for the screen on Rudy Gobert. Back again to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Randall for the 2. Up and away. No good. Solid D by Ibaka. As another rebound puts in for Toronto. Barrett up. He still misses again. Oh boy, he's on cold. I mean, he's definitely on a bad start already. You know, when you don't play like that, I mean, this is really like letting it change on. That opportunity chance is not going to let him slow things down. Edwards finds it over again. He'll pass it now to Conley. Conley give again to Gobert. And off to McDaniels. Got it to go. Good pass off by Gobert. And McDaniels has his first bucket. Timeout call by Toronto. Just about 3:20 left to go. Look at this now. They really are starting to feel it. I know you can feel it. They really are letting that one go in. we send you down to the sideline and we will have a quick timeout. It has been a big lead so far, a big alley-oop. And how do you like me now, Gobert said. That one gives out to flex the muscle to show the crowd response. Hey, take some easy pressure out there. Now you know the fake. The NBA on 2K Sports is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Movement that inspires. Starry Limes. American Express. Don't live life without it. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. As we're welcoming you back here at Target Center, we got a great extension. It's a 44-29 lead. Minnesota, they have been smoking things out, and we are really expecting to see how this one changes out. As we do have another substitution for the Timberwolves and for the Toronto Raptors. How did this really change out, guys? Well, so far so good. I mean, how could they play it like that? They really are letting it go flopping, and they're looking like they're flying from across. Sometimes you just don't really play it like you do. Yeah, I agree with him. I mean, he's really like competition. It's really like how you have to play for so long. Sometimes it doesn't really mean to anybody, but that really is letting him straight forward. They give that one for Wolves to have that extension up. They're really letting that one go flopping in. I don't really have to say this now, but they are really letting it go big in, and they're just letting him go flying down. I believe that he's on it. After the foul's been whistled on Chris Boucher, Anthony Edwards at the free throw line shooting 2. This is giving you a little sloppy out there, but they were really expecting that the Toronto has another foul to give, and they are not letting everyone here get away with this. This is really causing a bad on their appropriates. This is not really turning what they're expecting to do for them. I've got a little worry on that nerve. Edwards doesn't kick the free throw. He misses that one opportunity range, but we really are happy enough that Anthony Edwards brought their team into the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2003. And this one was really a biggest in the game, and they really are expecting that one to play it out for so far. I'm pretty sure that the Wolves are going to definitely do it again. He hits the second free throw, as he has another free throw to get. Raptors are trailing by 15. And Shea looking him out, up and away. Oh, Reed! He had knocked it out of here with his hand to get rid of it, slam dunk down. Oh my, how did Reed do that? That's unbelievable. Here's Edwards, hopping again for another attacking. It's good. Anthony Edwards, 11 points in the game. Just 2:30 to go, and a first rejection goes to Naz Reid. You know, I've got to put Big Phil. How do you play like that? And that really is letting a secondary lineup just get right after him. I was really pretty shocked. This really is going to let someone score it again. Shea, no rebound here. As Mongo, he's tied up on Reed. Tries to get out of the paint. And it's good rebound to take for Naz Reid. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. As now Dante DiVincenzo is back to Reed. Reed. DiVincenzo for 3. Up and miss, and it's rebounded. Ingles, wide open look. Got it to go. Joe Ingles with the first 3-pointer. And he has 6 points in the game. It's just really letting it just go fly down. Ingles, he was being over the defender. Now he just got more room to score. Down to 90 seconds left. Here's Shea. Shea. Down to 5. He's on a shot clock. Shea. Up and over with the shot. Another miss by Toronto. Joe Ingles bringing up his third rebound. And they haven't been scoring the last 3:14 per minute, as they have been scoring a drought outing right in between. Yeah, it seems like the problem doesn't really care about it most. This is really like letting them change out, and they're not playing it like they did. If they don't have a right judgment to do so, I don't think they don't do. Ingles for 2. They'll got her back. Naz Reid. Good. again on a rebound, and this one will take back gamer number 2. Timeout has been called by the Toronto Raptors with under 50 seconds in the third quarter. Just really what you need to believe on. This is really like ready to just switch things over. Now you're going to really change up like you did. And when the game's coming up here nearby, as we have another game as another matchup here, as we've got another matchup in the Pacific Coast. And this one is a Western Conference showdown between from the 2 states of the border, Arizona and California. The Suns are taking on against the Warriors at Chase Center. It's one of the big matchups out there, and we've seen it the last time that this one gives out everybody out of the way. As the Warriors have already made out with a dominating win to beat against the Suns. It was quite obvious though, but there might be a change off to be. And the other next one, the following for the next game we have is Orlando Magic, and they're facing against the Portland Trail Blazers at the Moda Center. And another game we have is Hornets versus the Lakers at Crypto.com Arena. They're one of the bigger games out there before the new year pops up. That's right. I know this is what's going to definitely happen, but I know you got a good feeling. You're really letting that one get right to it. And with our next game, we have our appearances as we keep getting things off here for on Sunday, as we have a great matchup between Blue Jackets against the Los Angeles Kings at Crypto.com Arena. That'll be all games here only on Son of Beast. Catch all year round by watching the playlist and subscribe to my channel. Fernando's checked in as Boucher's checked out and moves over. As we have is Alexander Walker and Edwards and McDaniels checking in. And Battle will slam 2-hand dunk down. Dante DiVincenzo puts it in here on the other side of his own. Dante DiVincenzo, the back behind the pass, give again to Edwards. Bounce passes to McDaniels. Fade the shot. Ball moving here, a great takeoff for Minnesota. And Dante DiVincenzo, he got lucky on the layup. This is really like letting it to his feet, slowing down. How did that really get in the way? I can't even tell now. Edwards against Battle. Battle looking over, down to 3. Chance for the challenge for the 3, and no good. 54-31 to score. The Raptors are changing out their mind, but the Wolves are getting things done right away. As we come down to the end of the third quarter, we've got one more quarter left in action for you. It's the 4th. Don't really expect it to play like that, but this might be a great chance. And we have a moment now to reveal to you State Farm assist of the game. Sometimes you don't play effort, and we really are seeing things. The alley-oop is trying to have a great success with the Mike Conley. And you give it over to Rudy Gobert, this is what he was given, just right away. He's really like on the effort. Take the probability to go with no. We hope you're enjoying this game so far. As 3 quarters are down, we have a last quarter left for you. As a start for the Raptors, we have Miss Mitchell. He's been from Jacob Portal. And it's Dick right for the small point guard position. R.J. Barrett on small forward. And Abayahi on the point forward position. The foul has been picked up on Nikita Alexander Walker. Under 7 minutes for a start and in the 4th quarter, as Mitchell's at the free throw line shooting 2. And that's the same problem that happens with every time we're in Minnesota, they're picking things up. I don't see what the choice is, but this is really making them feel bad, and how unforgiveness are really are going to let them play for. This is really what they don't really like, and they can't let them beat out their own time. Free throw good for Mitchell. Sometimes you just don't play it like that. I mean, that's a hard and discommunicating the effort. This is really like turning very badly, and what Mitchell had to be doing, he had to concentrate on it more in the feelings. I say so too. I mean, Mitchell has been really one of the bigger stars here. And consider about a rubber give for Donovan Mitchell, I might be saying that this might be next opinion to give it a go. Mitchell gets a second free throw. Here's Edwards. On his way down, now finding again to Gobert. And he has now to Dante DiVincenzo. Up with the shot. Fade off. Good for Dante DiVincenzo. 6 points in the game after Gobert with the assist. You know how the confidence happens now? Dante DiVincenzo, he's been looking like he wants more. He's really like on the hard key to give up. And Dante DiVincenzo rejects the shot. Here's Alexander Walker, one-hand dunk down. He is knocking these in. And this is what the crowd favorite brings as Dante DiVincenzo with the rejection. How do you believe on that? I mean, I was really sure that this keeps it going. Mitchell does it again. He has another free throw to give a dunk. It's now at 11.10, and he's right behind Anthony Edwards. Well, you don't see the effort now with Anthony Edwards been doing. Clearly, he's been definitely playing for so long. And the reason is, nothing stands as choice. Looks down again to Julius Randle. Randle, the pass over. Alexander Walker around the back, and he's fouled. Jacob Portal with his first personal foul. And another team foul puts up for Toronto. They're back at a free-throw line, shooting 2. Just don't have to give a choice opportunity. And this one was going to give a good slow spin off the take. I don't know what's going to happen with the 360 windmill and then shoot it down. I don't know what's going to change out there. If you ever saw anybody to get it right in the way. It doesn't really stand it out the point. I mean, that's all that happens. Nikita Alexander Walker at the free throw line shooting 2. 5:43 left to go in the fourth quarter of regulation. Alexander Walker gets the first free throw. Second free throw is good for Alexander Walker. Raptors have extended a trail, and they need to keep it coming back in. In the corner, here's Barrett. Up and away. Oh, Gobert! And Gobert with a slam one-hand dunk down. This one was getting in the way, and I'll say that Rudy Gobert made that one with a blocked shot on R.J. Barrett. This is why you can't get rid of the tall player in between. And up and away, and he's fouled. Jacob Portal, that's his 4th personal. And another team foul for Toronto. They really are going all over struggle. And this is not turning what they're playing for. Yeah, and sometimes for Jacob Portal, he's been crushing out for some reasons. Sometimes you can't play it like the defenders out there. They really are knocking things over and over. And now they're letting Nikita Alexander Walker getting another free throw. This is why they can't have a nice day like this. Well, it looks like Minnesota Wolves, they definitely know they're playing dirty on defense, but they understand it. They really are a better team in Western Conference. Free throw good for Alexander Walker. Now Jacob Portal's coming off the court. As right now we do have some new changes here for the Raptors as all 5 players are checked out. And all 5 players are checked in as Conde is checked in. And for 2 players, Alexander Walker moves over to the shooting guard as Ingles is checked in for Anthony Edwards. Good for the second free throw for Alexander Walker. Here's Carte. He will start his way on his 4th quarter of the drive, and he'll take a timeout with only 5:15 to go. The Wolves are so much fun now, and they really are playing like they did. What do you think of that? Hey, there's another great chance out on a range inbound. This really is going to let him play stock to stock, coast to coast, no show It really is going to let someone take over. And for the Wolves, they really are having so much fun. Yeah, the opening night, how can you play it like that? I mean, they really are all over it now. They really don't have anybody to give that one a cue. That moment is going to let him bring so many efforts to bring it back down. I was pretty sure after this one is really going to be a great game. So far, however, Rudy Gobert and Nas Reed, the best defenders out there. Give it a good effort and make a solid effort play him over more carefully. court, as we do have another change-up to give it over to David Aldrich. But we have a little bit of a change-up to make it in between. As we heard about, that Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle are really like a hard piece to make the setup go in. He was really letting him show him how it's done. But this wasn't their day, as Julius Randle has picked up. So far, the effort for Julius Randle is really on consequences of the start. After being drafted so many years, his start of the season has been picking up his with the New Orleans Pelicans. Now he's really on a dominating effort, and I was really sure that this one is going to keep on going in. But they're playing effort, they really are letting him just do their own task. Not a better choice in, and they really are going in for a hard chance after all. They really are showing how it's done. That's going to let him get over and right back after it. Gobert! 2 blocks in a row! Ingles with a rebound back again to DiVincenzo. Oh, what a play, big off. And it's Dante DiVincenzo with 8 points. They have the extension after Ingles with the assist. They can't let him agree you. That injection is going to keep on going. They'll give it back. Chomchi will have his first rebound in, and this one will pick up her first 2-pointer. Now Alexander Walker will have his 4th quarter in range. He has it again to Dante DiVincenzo. He will have it slide again to Rudy Gobert. Trying to watch the paint. Look again to Randle. The pass back to Gobert. And it's up in 2, and he got it. Rudy Gobert with 15 points in the game. 5:40 left to go, and now 3:40 left to go to the 4th quarter regulation. Gordon, here's another one, and he slams it down. Mogbu with another chance here, and now it's back the airway to Julius Randle. So far, however, I was really nothing to say what they are going to get close up in the range. They are really letting it go B to B. Point blank range, I mean, not really what they're letting him get right toward it. It's just really like letting him keep up and come out and struggle. This really is going to let them show how it's done. Randle's back again to Dante DiVincenzo. He now has it again to Julius Randle. Here's the pass to Ingles. Lost the ball in the control, and this one goes back again to Barrett. Abal, again a Carton. Solid D by Nikita Alexander Walker. He got his 2nd rebound. Nearing down the 2-minute mark is Ingles. He will try to get back to Julius Randle. Randle, the pass back to Alexander Walker. Walker for 2. That's another miss by Minnesota. Carton hasn't scored yet, looking for RJ Barrett. He finally has his first bucket, but still cold. Barrett in trouble on Dante DiVincenzo. Ibaka from outside on Randle. 4 to shoot. For the free throw line, that's no good either. Alexander Walker with the rebound, down to 2 minutes in the regulation. Once again, Dante DiVincenzo. He has it over again, finding Julius Randle. Randle, get the pass over now, finding Alexander Walker. Go over some big motion. Screen for Gobert. Off to Gobert, in the move, good takeoff. Gobert with a 17 bucket in the points. And after, Alexander Walker with the assist. This really meant to change things. I mean, I know they're really doing it for, and look at that. They really are staying games, and the Raptor fans are going home. Carton with a layup drive, and he will have another 2-point effort. Coming down to 92nd and a mark in the 4th, as Alexander Walker will now have a change response. He finds again Joe Ingles. Ingles, the pass over, now find again Dante DiVincenzo. Pass to find again to Randle. The look around, and he got another 2. Julius Randle with 8 points in the game. He's on fire now. Well, there's one way now. I say Julius Randle must have got a great piece of it. 3 for Carton, no good. Rudy Gobert with his 8th rebound. And they're letting a fan just go back down to the living. Dante DiVincenzo back again to Randle. And he's over now finding Dante DiVincenzo. He wants to try again to Julius Randle this time. And pass deflected. Ingles with a rebound for the 2. off the rim, and it's Barrett with the rebound. Abaki with the chance on a 2 effort. Give to Magbo. And he got a layup in.
Assistant Abaki.
So far, everyone's been applying it, and this one was a big fan favorite. 72-47, this has been a wild one so far. Yes, you can tell now. I believe that the crowd has been roaring it so far. We really are appreciating all their support. He's giving up a great effort. And that will do for the Timberwolves. This will be a shot clock violation. Last chance for the last substitution group, as all 3 players are on the court. Fernando is checked in. As right now, Abaki moves over as Mitchell and Shatter checked in. And final possession for the Toronto Raptors. And that's going to do it. 72-47 is your final score. This has been one excellent way to pick up and pick a win for your team. You now know what happens. This is what they do. Roper Wolves, we are placed. It's the Minnesota way. And we now have to send you out to the sideline. We have this David Aldridge. Who do you have with us, David?
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates built up, trusted me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And you know, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you very much. That about wraps it up here, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this game, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next game of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with me, Nicole, and Ultra Beast and David Aldridge, I'm Son of Beast, and this has been your presentation of the NBA post game of the season. We'll see you all later for the next game. Good night, everybody. All right, guys, thank you so much. And this is what an accomplishment has been putting in here so far. Minnesota Wolves is the Minnesota way. Here's what I did with a total team comparison between 63% for the field goals here for the Minnesota, with only 50% chance for the three-pointers for the Timberwolves. Both guys have made their free throws in between the 6 and 6, but 100 for the Raptors, and one had made a miss here, only 86%. And it was 8 for the fast break points, well, along with points in the paint with 46. Second chance points for 11. Bench points was 28. And assists was putting in 27 for Minnesota the white way. Didn't know that because that's what they always do. Only 1 steal for Toronto Raptors, and it was only 23 for Minnesota. And both guys had their offensive rebounds for 7. 3 blocks has been made here for Minnesota Timberwolves, but none for the Raptors. There was a turnover in between a 2 and 1. Team fouls given for 3 and 4 for Toronto. 9 dunks for Toronto Raptors and 2 for Minnesota. 27 biggest lead here so far, giving it off again to Timberwolves to give it a good look, with 15:32 time of possession. And now it's time to meet your Free Stars player of the game. I send it over to you, Wood Smitty. Your take. Alright, thank you so much. Now let's get this thing right across in between. First off, starts things over here, and we got a great one to take as Devon Mitchell has entered in the Free-Star player of the game. He has 10 points, 1 assist, 4 out of 8 field goals. He only had 2 dunks. The better chance was his 13 performance effort. I was pretty sure enough that he's been playing with his brother, but so far how he's off, it just really felt good. They're really letting him do their own thing. But sometimes, however, David Mitchell just can even get over if he has done more. Now for the second star, we have Anthony Edwards with 11 points, 4 out of 6 field goal attempts, 2 out of 3 three-pointers, and they only have 11 performance effort. Just got a great ticket of a big drive, and there was a great way that he had that one coming down. I was pretty sure enough that Anthony Edwards has been really playing it so far in the game's career. This is going to let him just go flying down. And your number 1 star, your New Balance player of the game, is Rudy Gobert. 17 points, 2 blocks, 3 assists, 8 rebounds, giving off a good alley-oop from Mike Conley, and he only had 1 dunk, just that. With 23 performance effort, he has been really playing the hockey, just really making him feel like he's under the pressure. Good takeoff, he's really doing some more. And that's going to do it here, folks, here. I hope you enjoyed this part of a good night's game of the Wolves and the Raptors. We'll stick around here for the next game, as we got a next one coming up for you, as we will get you on the other side of the show while it's done, as we got the Suns and the Warriors here in the Pacific Coast matchup at Target Center, now to Chase Center. We are heading things over into San Francisco, the next game, as we will have it appeared. Anyway, thank you all for tuning us in, and now we gotta tune out. Stay tuned, and we got a third game that will be underway here soon, and plus the new season NBA Game of the Night, as we will have that when everything changed up to show how it's done, and you can find out which team you are in for. In the meantime, thanks for joining us and peace out for a while as the NBA on 2K Sports Style. This is Wood Spoonie and Tyler Beast saying thanks for watching. See you all next game. Until next time, good night everybody.
If you don't, somebody will.